Right, good afternoon ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another edition of Thai Talk with Dan. Now today we've got a story about a Phuket bar girl and what this guy went through with her. So stick the kettle on, grab a beer, and we'll speak about it at the end of the story. Let's begin. Hey Dan, please keep my name and any names anonymous to this story. I've been a long time subscriber for almost 2 years now, and it was your channel I happened to fall upon and love after my first visit to Thailand since 2013. This is a story of a bar girl who I have visited 4 times over the past year and a half, but it's got a bit of a different perspective since I have been following the advice of your channel post my first recent trip. Back in September 2022, I had visited Phuket for my birthday, and the dating since back home had been pretty dry since the 2020 lockdown. I was eager and clueless. I walked right into a bar girl scene without even realizing what it was. There were several instances during that trip, such as bringing me a cake in the middle of the night, as well as pulling me out of nightclubs and go-go bars by this bar girl in an act of possessiveness I had thought was genuine. As soon as I met this girl on her days off, wow, she was an absolutely different person, or as you say, pay to play. There were several times she even tried to get me to pay for her friends during these dinners, but I simply had to hold my ground without creating a fuss. Long story short, I left feeling in love and soon came to realize it was a money grab scheme. Post this, I landed on your channel and was mind blown as to how deep this goes. Now, fast forward the next 2 trips. I had kept my guard up, and whenever I'd meet this person, I'd always just buy a few lady drinks and be on with my night as a courtesy to stay in touch while I visited. I even happened to find a genuine relationship back home and introduced my friends and partner to her so they could experience the bar girl scene, and they absolutely loved it while keeping it within limits. So now that I had a third-person perspective to it, it all seemed good, and I felt I was away from all this nonsense and really thought about how much of a fool I had been on my first trip. Now, leading to the latest trip on January the 24th, my girlfriend, best friend, and I were in the area of her bar, and we did see her, and she did see us in the distance. But we didn't seem so keen on meeting her. As the night progressed, I had to drop the girls of our group off to a cab and spend some time with my single mates. The minute I got back, this very bar girl comes running towards us and jumps on us. It had already been over 1.5 years of knowing her, and in the moment, we decided it would be custom to buy her a lady drink. Also note, none of us were into her, and she had already met all our girlfriends by now and also seen them that night before us. As we bought her a drink, for some reason a bracelet of hers got stuck to a necklace she was wearing and it flung off while we cheersed to our drinks. That was the moment her attitude went from 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. A brutal beast emerged, saying her ex-boyfriend gifted her this bracelet and it was our fault that it broke. The mama-san even came running, trying to figure out what she was going on about. Within 5 seconds, I had picked it up and reattached it and told her it wasn't broken. She flung the bracelet across the table as if she didn't care at all. At this point, we genuinely regretted our decision and just cleared the bill with the mama-san and left. It's crazy how these girls even come up with this stuff in real time and then flip that switch. That and several other discrepancies in their stories. I'd like your subscribers to stay safe and always question their intuition as the streets of Phuket are evolving into something crazy. I hope that someone can find peace in this story and wish you the best as always, and can't wait to see the reactions and your opinion to the story. Thank you. Right guys, let us know what you think about this story down below in the comments. Now what I will say is that you guys have to understand that when a girl has been working in the bar scene in the entertainment industry for a very long time, she's seen and done almost anything. And when you're drinking every day and you're dealing with many different customers, many different boyfriends, guys that have promised you this, guys that have promised you that, and you're within that life, yeah, it can be very crazy living in that life. You will get stressed, you will snap, and you will get mental health issues. Imagine drinking every single day, going with many different customers, having many different boyfriends, doing what everybody else does, telling stories that you need this money for that and you need that money for this, having many different foreigners promise that they're going to marry you, they're going to bring you to their own home country, they're going to come and visit you in July or December. It all goes on within this scene, and you find that a lot of these girls can snap very quickly, and some of them can be really violent if you get too emotionally attached to them. And this woman, obviously, she would have seen that this guy had moved on. She would have seen that this guy wasn't really interested. And when she was sat there with that group, she would have sensed that no one cares. So already she would have been resentful and a little bit angry and feeling like she's wasting her time. And then as soon as something happened, i.e. the bracelet, she blew up, and it could have turned out a lot worse. She could have basically demanded that he pay for that bracelet and made out that it was worth a hell of a lot more money than what it really was. She could have got the mama-san involved. She could have got security involved. And that guy could have had a very bad day, because if he didn't want a scene and he didn't want loads of drama, he would have paid money just to get rid of it all. And then he would have been out of pocket. So you have to be very careful if you get close to any of these girls. And that's why in the entertainment industry, there is a 3-day rule. That 3-day rule has started turning into like a 24-hour rule or a 1-hour rule nowadays, because things can happen that you least expect. So you need to be careful. But guys, let us know if you've had any similar experiences. Let everybody know in the comments. And if you've got your own story to share on the channel and you want people to hear about it, then get your emails sent in to thaitalkwithdan@gmail.com and I'll share it on the channel. Apart from that, guys, look after yourselves and ciao for now. Bye bye.